here we go. So
We want to start with big news first, or do we want to just go over some stuff? Or
well, I was going to tell everybody first of all, sorry for the delay. We would have had an episode out before now, but the computer that I do the podcast on primarily has decided to die, or the hard drive did anyway, and I lost a lot of stuff. Nothing major. I've gotten to the point to where I used I got like the OS drive, and I have storage drives that I store stuff on. So I got a lot of stuff backed up properly, believe it or not. But we're now using the mobile unit, what we call the mobile unit, which is good timing considering we're 1 week out from TupeloCon.
yeah, so this is kind of our pre-running for it.
A good time to knock off the dust and the rust.
Make sure it's got a charge on it. Make sure we got all the cables.
Yeah, these are like nice, colorful cables. I like these.
Yeah, that's the ones I keep in my mobile unit bag so they don't get lost.
That's smart because microphone cables and instrument cables and power cables and charging cables tend to disappear around the studio.
That's the reason I keep them in my bag. I bought a whole pack of them a couple years ago when we couldn't find any cables.
Yeah, and being that they're colorful, they're easy to identify. Most people have black cables.
Yeah. Well, not to mention, you can just look at a mic and know exactly where it's at on the Behringer, so that makes it really helpful.
But I've got a temporary computer put in the place of the one that died, and we're going to get back to normal with it. But in the meantime, the big thing for me right now is passwords. Like, I couldn't get into anything. I couldn't even get into our email. I couldn't even figure out how to log into our Facebook page.
That was...
I thought we were going to lose our
something.
Facebook page. Start over. Because like that's the thing. Like Facebook offers zero support.
No.
There's no number or anyone you can contact if you have problems with Facebook.
And if you can't remember what email you used, because like most people, we have several different emails for different things.
I bet you if you took like a poll or a survey or whatever, there's not anybody on Facebook that it's their first Facebook. Everybody I know has had at least 2 or 3.
No, my Facebook account was my very first one.
I kind of believe that for you because you like didn't do Facebook for a long time.
Yeah, I didn't get out of it. I just quit getting on it. And I was surprised that the my password and everything, I remembered it no problem.
I actually enjoy getting on the Real Pop Culture Facebook page more than mine. And I'll tell you why. Early on, like when I first switched to Facebook, I was trying to promote the band, of course. So I would accept and send friend requests to anybody and everybody.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people on my feed now that I don't even know who they are. But like the people that I've accepted and reached out to on the Real Pop Culture page are people that are like-minded in the pop culture world. I'm in a lot of Jason Voorhees fan groups, and I'm in a lot of groups for like just stuff related to the podcast in general. And so my interactions are better because I feel like I'm more connected to my people than I am even on my personal page, which is weird. But like I said, I wanted as many friends as possible at the time just to be able to promote gigs and shows and our music and stuff like that.
My Facebook's sort of the same way. I would add everybody the band and podcast added for the most part.
Yeah.
Just so we could, get it out more.
But in real life, my circle's so tight, I almost wish I had a Facebook page. Not that I'm going to make another one. I almost wish I had a Facebook page with just my friends and family on it.
Yeah.
So I could just communicate with them.
And for the most part with that, if I'm going to do that, I just actually reach out to them via text or Snap or... We don't use Facebook to communicate like we used to. Or at least I don't.
So, yeah, we're going to be at TupeloCon this year. We are back. I think we missed a year.
We missed last year due to a lot of personal things we had going on.
That, and I think they moved it. It was going to be, they moved it and made it earlier, which is earlier this year, too. Which I'm kind of glad because the weather's better.
Well,
That
it's
building's
cooler.
that building's air conditioning is not up to. It's not good enough to.
No.
It's too big of an area to cool, and it gets pretty swampy in there, if you know what I mean.
And I think the first year the AC actually froze up, and we didn't even have one. Everybody, and 2 years ago we took a fan with us, but that causes just as many sound issues as.
Yeah, and there's a lot of these people are wearing these cosplay costumes and stuff, and they're getting all sweaty, and people are wearing makeup, and it's just not. I remember HorrorCon was really hot. We were sitting there at the table sweating.
That's when the infamous punk band Swamp Ass in Mississippi came about.
No, the swamp ass from HorrorCon.
Yeah.
So, other than TupeloCon coming up next weekend, hope to see everybody there. We're also going to go to, and we don't know in what capacity yet, probably just as fans. We're going to go to Smoky Mountain Terror June the 8th. 8th and 9th.
That's going to be nice. That's a long drive for us, though, but
It's about 5 or 6 hours, yeah.
I think it, you know.
It's close to like Pigeon Forge.
Yeah.
And, what's the name of that other town?
It's right outside Nashville. It's in Kingsport.
Kingsport, yeah, that's the name of it. But yeah, that, man, you just go to SmokyMountainTerror.com and look at the lineup. There's going to be, if you're a fan of any
Horror movie.
movie franchise, there's something for you there. The only one that's not highly represented is, I guess, Nightmare on Elm Street. But they got it's a whole Rob Zombie Halloween reunion that's taking place. And stuff outside of horror, even like they're doing a Lost reunion, and the sparkly vampire people, Twilight. Our alum, Real Pop Culture alumni members, C.J. Graham. He's going to be there. He played Jason in Part 6. He's been on the show before. We never got to meet him. We did have an interview Bill Moseley in person. He's going to be there. And so is Richard Brake.
That name sounds really familiar.
It should, because he played the Night King in Game of Thrones.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Amongst a ton of other stuff. 3 from Hell and a lot of Rob Zombie stuff.
I wonder if he was friends with Rob before Game of Thrones.
And I think he murdered Bruce Wayne's parents in one of the Batman movies. He was that guy.
Joe Chill.
Joe Chill, yeah.
Well, you brought up Friday the 13th, and since this thing is going viral, we need to go ahead and talk about it.
What's going viral? The fake
The
Freddy show?
Fred.
Yeah. That was the biggest disappointment of the week. And I never get my hopes up when I see stuff, because being in the Friday the 13th world, there's been such a long drought during all that
The
lawsuits. There was a million fake things coming out, which the TV show that's coming out is for real. That's really happening. Like Peacock advertises it, and it's going to be on Peacock. So,
Well, that's for Friday the 13th.
yeah. So
We're
I'm
talking Nightmare on
I know
Elm
what
Street.
I'm saying is I got accustomed to not getting my hopes up because there's a lot of fake fan stuff out there. Well, this one kind of went viral for the Nightmare on Elm Street, which also has been in a big drought. I mean, hell, well, that remake came out in what, 2010?
I think.
I'll have to look that up. But, gosh, it's been a long time since we've had any news. Other than they did that documentary about Robert Englund where he stated, pretty clearly that he has no plans on ever doing Freddy again.
Yeah.
And he even talked about who he would like to see play the next Freddy.
I remember him saying he'd like to see Kevin Bacon do it.
Yep, which Kevin Bacon was in Friday the 13th Part 1. People forget about that.
So, yeah, the Fred TV show that they're talking about is fake.
Too good to be true.
Man. I could imagine DJ Qualls, which another Real Pop alumni
Yeah,
member,
that's true.
playing him. That would, I mean, I had it all set up in my head already.
And it was supposed to be directed by Rob Zombie. And it was going to stream where?
Max.
Yeah, it's kind of, if you really look at the details, it's almost too good to be true.
Yeah, it really was.
But in the meantime, go watch the fan film, Dylan's New Nightmare, that we talked about on there.
There's 3 or 4 of them on YouTube right now.
That's the only one I've seen of that franchise.
Well, most of them are documentary style types, and they are really good.
I'll tell you what's really good. There's a television series called In Search of Darkness that comes on Shudder, and I'm thinking about subscribing to Shudder just to watch it. I mean, I've seen part 1 and 2. There's like a 3 out now, and I think they're working on a 4. And it's cool. There's a lot of cool stuff on Shudder.
Yeah,
Horror.
I'm kind of torn between Shudder or Chiller. I mean, both of them are great.
I'll probably wait a few more months, getting closer to Halloween, but by next Halloween season, when I'm watching a bunch of horror movies, I'll be subscribed to it.
Well, I did the free version for 7 days on one of them.
It's not that expensive either.
No, it was like $4.99 a month, I think.
Let me look it up.
Or it might have been $7.99. I don't remember, but
because it's an add-on. It's like an Amazon add-on.
Yeah, but I did that free version for 7 days, and I was kind of disappointed in a way with some of the stuff they offered. I mean, they had just about every old horror movie.
It's the
you could
original
think of.
content that interests me, like that show. Oh crap, what's it called? Diana Prince plays Darcy the Mail Girl. It's like a horror. It's almost like a podcast.
Yeah.
I forget the guy's name that hosts it, but they just talk about horror movies and fans write in, and it's just like a talk show about horror movies that I would like to watch. And In Search of Darkness, and they do other original content like that. I went to Shudder's website, but it won't tell me. $5.99 a month, yeah.
$5.99. Okay.
Or you can. I'll probably just buy a year for $56. $56.99 for a year. That's saves you what, $15?
Yeah. Right at.
And no, I didn't do the math in my head. It actually said it.
Oh.
I tried to play it off like I tallied it up real quick.
I really thought you did.
I pulled it off well, but
I was really proud of you.
I literally felt guilty for lying to people. Like deceiving. Like all the terrible things I do to people, I don't want to lie. Oh, I got a quick joke to tell you.
Okay.
And it's not good, don't worry. There are these 3 guys. I heard this on, I think, Instagram. But there's these 3 guys that were trying to get hired as detectives. And so the sergeant was like, okay. He said, the first guy said, I'm going to show you a picture for 5 seconds and take it away of a suspect. And I want you to give me at least one identifiable feature about this person, like so we could find them or whatever. And he's like, all right. He holds the picture up and he takes it down. He said, well, that's easy. We could find that guy, no problem. He's like, why? He's only got one eye. He's like, what? He said, it's a side profile shot. Like, that's the side of his face. And he just kind of rolls his eyes. He goes to the next guy. He's like, all right, same thing. He holds the picture up for 5 seconds, takes it down. He's like, well, that's easy to find that guy. He's only got one ear. He's like, you idiot. It's a side profile. It's the side of his face. And he goes to the third guy. He's like, all right, think about this long and hard for you. Give me some silly-ass answer. Same thing. He holds the picture up for 5 seconds, takes it away. The guy said, well, that'd be easy to find that person. They wear contact lenses. He's like, what? Let me pull up his profile real quick. Pulls up his profile. He's like, that's amazing. How did you ascertain that from just looking at the photograph that he wears contact lenses? He said, well, there's no way he could wear traditional glasses. He's only got one ear and one eye.
Wow. Oh.
I imagine there are some job interviews that go down like that.
I'm sure there is.
So what else we got? Do we have any announcements?
No, other than Tupelo Con, that's
I've
the
been
only
watching.
big
I've
thing we
watched
got.
quite a few things between. What is this? 202.
Yes.
Yep. Last episode came out a month ago. So yeah, we're a little bit behind schedule.
Well, like you said, we had technical problems, and
I don't want everybody to think we got to 200 and was like, "Woohoo, we made it a milestone." Now let's
then just quit.
and just like start slacking. But no, we are planning to go back to a podcast about every 2 weeks. I like to do at least 2 a month.
And if nobody could really tell, I'm here in person.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. We've been using
But using the mobile unit,
Been
kind of
using
have to be in
Zoom.
person.
yeah, you came down this weekend. First time in a while. But yeah, it was weird. Sean and Nikki came over a couple of weeks ago, and we're hanging out watching YouTube videos. And all of a sudden, the video just froze. I was like, "Huh, that's weird." And every now and then, I'll get like what they refer to as the blue screen of death. But I didn't think much about it because it didn't happen, real frequent. So I just rebooted it, and it came up, and it wouldn't boot at all. It's like the hard drive wasn't there. And I was like, well, maybe it just, ruined the boot sector of the hard drive, and I can still take it out and get my data off of it. But no. It sees it, but it won't read it. It's
See,
like
that's the weird part. That
the
it
computer
sees
knows it's there, but if you try to open anything on it, it gives you an error. I haven't finished giving up completely, but it's not looking good.
Yeah.
So that's a lesson to learn there, people. Keep your data backed up. Use the cloud.
Yeah, that's one thing using Apple products. The cloud is really pivotal in with everything you do, since all my devices sync up together.
Mm. There's a whole movie about that. I'm trying to remember the name of it.
Synchronicity?
No. I can't remember. Oh, and I'll try to keep the sniffles down to a minimum. The weather's changing daily.
Daily, yeah.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got on the air conditioner one day and the heater the next.
Yeah,
And
Thursday.
like the other night, this is what happened that was weird. It started getting cold as the sun went down, like it normally does this time of year. But then it started getting hot again. Like it warmed up.
Yeah.
Because I went inside and put on some socks. I was just wearing like open-toed shoes or whatever, and my feet were getting cold. I went and put on socks, but then the two or 3 hours later, I was like, "Man, I'm turning this heater off. It's getting too hot in here."
Well, I think that might have had to do with the amount of alcohol we had consumed last night.
That, and I was up stirring around quite a bit. I wasn't just sitting there. So I'll just get right into it. We watched all of that Walking Dead spinoff with Maggie and Negan, and then we watched all of the Daryl Dixon show, which it wasn't that hard. I think it was like 6 or 8 episodes. It didn't take us long to watch all of it. I really recommend it if you're burned out like we were on the Walking Dead universe. It's a kind of a different take. I won't give away any spoilers, but it's a very different setting, and that provides for more interesting storytelling without reinventing the wheel, but also not just showing you the same old situations that you're used to from 10 seasons of The Walking Dead. It was fun, and now we've started the Rick and Michonne TV show.
Man, they really dropped the ball on all these.
Well, the Rick and
They
Michonne
waited
thing
so
got
long.
delayed really bad because of COVID, and then I think the writer's strike, where we're still getting slapped back from all those delays still.
But I mean, he's been, spoiler alert, he's been gone for a long time.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people that quit watching the show when Rick, quote unquote, died. That's not a spoiler that he's not dead, because it even showed him in the show taking him away in a helicopter.
Yeah.
People forget about that.
The garbage people.
They were like, Jadis, yeah. I've heard people say, like, hey, don't say Rick's not dead. That Most people think he is. He blew up on the bridge. It's like, no, if you go back and watch the show, it shows them at the end of the episode with him in the helicopter.
Well, it shows her on the phone talking to
saying, yeah, I've got a B or whatever.
Beta, not a Alpha, but he's important.
They talk about that too in the show. They cover what they mean by that.
Do they?
It's not exactly what you think, I don't think. But yeah, it's been good so far. Like, we're caught up to it, and it only comes out every Sunday, which today is, as we record this, is Sunday. So there'll be a new one on tonight that me and Alicia can watch tonight or tomorrow or whenever. Have you got to go back tonight?
Yeah, I got to go back.
You got to work in the morning?
Yep.
Yeah, this weekend went by fast.
Well, with that time change,
yeah,
it's going to make it rough on me tomorrow, especially sleeping,
Yeah, it's still daylight. Well, sort of daylight right now, and as we speak, if my computer adjusted already, it's 7 o'clock.
Yeah, 7 o'clock.
So it'd have been dark yesterday at this time.
Yeah.
Like dark.
And with everybody who complains about daylight savings time and the time change, there's been multiple bills that's been tried to pass to get rid of it.
I don't know why they do. Of course, being that this is the time of year when it changes, there was a lot of chatter and jokes and memes about it on social media. But even like Neil deGrasse Tyson was talking about, he don't understand why we're still doing this. Wasn't it originally done to somehow help the farmers?
But Benjamin Franklin's the one that made daylight savings time.
So it's safe to say it's a little dated.
No, yeah. But I don't know the exact reason, because if you think about it, you're not gaining or losing anything. You just have to adjust what time you get up.
I was trying to look and see what Google said. In 1907, someone wrote a pamphlet called The Waste of Daylight, which encouraged advancing clocks in the spring so people could get out of bed earlier. Longer and lighter days were supposed to save energy, reduce traffic accidents, and help people become more active. Well, I do know that around Benjamin Franklin's time, I don't know exactly what year that was, when the sun went down, you were done for the day.
Yeah.
Because they didn't have electricity. Or most people, I don't think, did around that time. They may not have had it at all. But even when they first... electricity was like internet. Only people in the cities had it first.
Well,
and then it
slowly rich people.
Yeah, and then it slowly trickled out into rural areas to where eventually, of course, everyone has it or has access to it just about. But... yeah, when the sun went down, you had to burn lanterns and candles, and it was a big hassle. And so everybody usually they went to bed.
Yeah.
Everybody went to bed early and got up early, and you were up when the sun was up, basically. You didn't have people to stay up till 2 a.m.
No.
Playing Grand Theft Auto 5 or whatever. Simpler times,
To an extent, yeah, but very boring times, I would say.
Yeah, and there wasn't a lot of good music out around that time either. You got to wait till around 1970 to get you some Sabbath going. I wouldn't want to go back in time. Not very far, anyway.
Nah, me neither. Not especially not to stay. Now, visit, yeah, it'd be cool just to see how it really was. See how accurate the history books are.
I don't want to go back so far that I have to use an outhouse. That would be an inconvenience.
Yeah.
Of course, you didn't have Taco Bell then either, so you could really time your bathroom schedules. I think food might have been more palatable back then. I don't know. It was a very different kind of diet. There wasn't a lot of fast food.
Lots of salt, lots of spices.
Yeah. You didn't have quite as many emergency run into the bathroom situations. But could you just imagine if you wake up in the middle of the night, you got some stomach cramps going on, and it's like a thunderstorm? Man, that would suck.
Well, that's what you had a chamber pot for.
That's disgusting, though.
It is, but...
somebody would literally crawl out of bed, do their business in a bowl, shove it back under their bed, and get back in the bed and go to sleep.
Well, sometimes they just straight dump it out the window right when they were done.
Ugh.
I mean, you've seen the...
the past really stinks.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bad smells in the past, hygiene-wise.
No deodorant. not a whole
You
lot
know
of
those old
soap.
paintings, and I heard this in school. All those paintings of people from way back that had the big collars.
Yeah.
Like everybody wore these big collars. That was because of body lice. Like they would
Uh,
take the collar and shake it off.
I heard that they only done it in pictures because they had to stand there for so long that they had it was like this brace or something.
A brace.
Yeah, so they could stand in one pose for a long time. And
Didn't powdered wigs have something to do with that too? Like,
powdered wigs was for head lice.
yeah,
Yeah,
like everybody had lice. You didn't have deodorant. What year did it come out?
I had no idea.
I mean, people used oils and stuff like that. I mean, they
They
knew
had
what,
different kinds of perfume.
but you couldn't just go take a shot. Like, there was a time when I was working out on my lunch break, I would take 2 or 3 showers a day,
Yeah,
at least 2, because you want to take. Or at the time, now I take my showers at night before bed usually, but at the time I would take a shower every morning to help wake me up, and then you got to take another shower to knock all the sweat off from your
yep.
from your workout. But no, back then you'd go down to the creek once a week or whatever.
Or the bathhouse.
Yeah, if you had access to one.
But yeah, I mean, we know now just putting perfume on top of BO just makes a worse smelling perfume.
Oh, Axe body spray. You're running late for work. Ain't got time for a shower. Reach for the Axe.
Just
Save the
reach.
day.
Yep.
You get to work, somebody's like, "Wow, you sure do smell good." It's like, well, it's not real.
Yeah, give it an hour, it'll wear off.
Why are we talking about this?
I don't know. We got on
Why
a
are we
tan-
here?
We got on a tangent about going back in time.
So, what have you got?
I haven't got a whole lot. I hadn't really looked a lot on things. I know I was listening to episode 201, and that was about snowpocalypse, or that was right after snowpocalypse happened for us.
Yeah.
And I was talking about how we'd watched a lot of movies. Well, I kind of went back and was trying to remember a lot of the movies I watched, because I told you a lot of them were foreign movies, foreign sci-fi and horror movies. And man, I don't know what Korea does, but their movies are great.
Like, great isn't super scary, or
They're
just good in general?
just good in general. Now, the dialogue has a little bit to be, even with it dubbed over, their way of speaking is just different.
Well, yeah, it's a different language.
No, I'm not talking about the language. I'm talking about dialogue. The way you just talk to, you speak to one another is completely different.
It's funny you bring up horror, because I didn't go to like Den of Geek or anything, because that's usually what you do. So I went to Bloody Disgusting, their website. It's a horror movie news site, and I got a couple of things I was gonna.
Well, I seen that Blood and Honey Part 2 is coming out.
Yeah, there's a poster. The headline says, "Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2, new poster takes a chainsaw to your happy childhood memories."
Yeah, that popped up on my Google News.
There's a headline about the Halloween TV series that's coming out on Miramax TV. It says it will be a creative reset for the franchise. So that's cool. We're getting a lot of Halloween stuff. It makes me jealous. I mean, it makes me glad, because I love the Halloween franchise as well, but we just haven't had anything in so damn long from Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street. But Halloween stuff's just flying.
Yeah,
I still haven't seen Blood and Honey.
I haven't either. Clint seen it, and he said it was pretty good. It's on, Paramount Plus, I think.
I don't know. There's a TV show called it's a book. I'm sorry. It's called Welcome to Primetime. It explores the Freddy's Nightmares television series, which I actually watched some of that.
I remember watching it as a kid.
Because Freddy wasn't in the shows, but he narrated.
It was almost
like
like
the
a
Crypt-
Tales from the Crypt.
He was like the Crypt Keeper.
Yeah.
And he would do some funny stuff.
Oh, yeah.
He would be And it was Robert Englund too,
He'd pop up every once in a while, and
right? Wasn't that Robert Englund?
yeah.
Say it was either him or a really good lookalike.
No, it was him.
I thought so.
I would like to find that old show and rewatch it because, I mean, it's been decades.
And they say the Friday the 13th show, which you can get the whole entire series on DVD and from Amazon for like $40, but it has nothing to do with Jason whatsoever or Crystal Lake or anything. It was more like what was the name of that show? The Twilight Zone,
Mm-hmm.
sort of like that.
Well, you know, they remade the Twilight Zone.
Yeah,
That wasn't that Key and Peele. I guess it was Key redone it, and dude, it's really good.
I was really surprised at how many failed remakes there have been of Children of the Corn. I only knew of one, but when I started digging, there's been like at least 3.
I mean, dude, there was 13 Children of the Corns, and they just got worse and worse.
Worse and worse, yeah.
Kind of like the Texas Chainsaw Massacres.
Yeah.
They just kept getting cheesier and worse, and just before you know it, they're just B-rate horror flicks.
There's a new movie coming out called Cocaine Werewolf. Every now and then there's a movie that comes out that you're just so happy it exists just because of the title
Did
alone.
you watch
Starting with
Cocaine Bear?
Sharknado. Somebody pull up.
No.
I'm going to shut the door real quick. It's getting cold.
Yeah, did you watch Cocaine Bear?
No.
Dude, you have to watch that.
Is it good?
I'll wait till you get back in front of the microphone. But yes, it is amazing. It is funny. It's got some gore in it. It's I probably wasn't supposed to laugh as hard as I did at some of the scenes, but
You know, it's funny you say that. There's some movies I'm glad that I watch by myself because it would be disturbing to other people. The things that I find humorous.
that might be one. This might be one of them. But I laughed all the way through it.
Oh, I'm glad I saw this because it reminded me. Not only is TupeloCon this weekend, but guess what else comes out this weekend?
Ghostbusters.
The new Ghostbusters movie. Yeah, that's right. We talked about that last night because I was like, man, we need to try to squeeze that in while we're in town. We can go hit the theaters.
I say Sunday whenever we leave the con, we swing by and try to catch the matinee.
Yeah. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre 50th Anniversary 4K box set will include a VHS and chainsaw packaging. I wonder what that means. Like it'll look like a chainsaw. See, that's smart. That's smart marketing because right now people don't really buy DVDs, Blu-rays, or any of that stuff to watch because you can watch it streaming.
Yeah.
They buy it because the box is cool. Like I rebought the Batman Steelbook edition just because I liked the way it looked, and it's just going to sit on a shelf. I'll probably never put it in an actual DVD player or Blu-ray or whatever it is. I just thought it looked cool, so I bought it, and you display it.
The fact that they're putting a VHS in it, I don't know many people that still have a VCR. I've got 2.
I kept a couple, but they're in the attic. It would be.
See, that's us. Ours are put up in storage.
I don't throw stuff like that away though. Another reason that I still buy a lot of stuff like that is I'm a sucker for bonus stuff. Like there's an episode of Big Bang Theory where they're wanting to go to the theater to watch one of the Indiana Jones movies because they put like 3 more seconds into the movie.
That's crazy.
But I'm like that though. Like I guarantee you, if they released another box set, which that Friday the 13th Blu-ray box set that Alicia got me, it's pretty damn amazing. It's got like everything. Even one of the people that worked on one of the movies had some extra footage on some old tapes, and they tracked it down. And because back then, when they say the scenes were cut, they literally mean they cut the scenes.
Cut out.
And
yeah.
they would fall on the floor, literally, and never to be seen again. Now they save everything.
Well, now everything's digital, so.
Well, director's cuts started coming out, and people were like, whoa, I want to see that. Because what happens, and a good example of this is go listen to the recent podcast. Joe Rogan interviews Zack Snyder, and he said he was talking about how a director will make the movie that's his vision,
Yeah.
but then the studio gets a hold of it and says, "Well, you need to cut this, you need to cut that." Another good example is he was talking about Rebel Moon, which I haven't seen yet, and I want to. There's a rated R
It's good.
version coming out at the end of summer of Part 1 that he says is a very different movie because it's the movie he wanted to make, but they didn't want it rated R because that you make more money off PG and PG-13 movies because everybody can watch them. But when they started doing director's cuts, like that's the director's actual vision of the movie. I know another good example is Batman v Superman. I remember Sean watched it and he was just kind of like, I was like, no, trust me, watch this version. And I gave him the ultimate.
The cheeseburger edition?
Yeah, the ultimate cheeseburger edition.
Yeah.
It had the word ultimate in there. And I was like, watch this version. And he came back and he was like, wow, that's way better because there was stuff that just didn't make sense because of what was cut. It untied the story.
Well, you remember back in the day, the movie that got released in the theater, the theatrical version, was different than what come out on VHS. And
Yeah, a lot of times they want them to be shorter.
so the theatrical versions were normally longer, and it was their aspect ratio was different. So
Oh, yeah.
you actually seen
It had to be formatted differently.
Yeah. And I was watching a YouTube show. I can't remember who the guy was to give him props, but he was talking about how a lot of the stuff that we watch is cropped different for DVDs and
Yeah.
digital.
Well, the widescreen, when it came out, it changed a lot.
Oh yeah.
Because used to all screens, laptops and TVs and everything was,
It was square, basically.
yeah, perfect square. Well, then the theatrical releases you're talking about had to be a widescreen
It
because
was
that's the
the
way the movies
16
movie
by
screen. Well, now
9.
every screen is a widescreen.
Yeah, just about.
So you're getting more. Yeah, you're getting more movies that are like the theater because the aspect ratio.
Yeah.
It was called 4:1, I think, or something like that.
I don't
I should know
remember.
that.
But yeah, I watched that video and I was like, man, that's because he showed a lot of differences, examples, and he was using Batman, one of the Batman animations, as his example, and it literally just changed the entire movie, just by you being able to see what was on both sides.
I wonder what was the first movie that they did like a director's cut.
Ooh, I don't know.
They said like, look, the theater made, and it's usually a director's cut is a pushback of what the theater made, the movie companies made them do.
Yeah.
Like I said, like they'll cut stuff because it's too graphic or too violent or too long, and it'll piss the director off. So like whenever he's legally able, the director will come out and say, "This is the director's cut." Like so, basically saying this is my vision. And movie stores really liked that because now you can sell that movie again.
Yep.
People
You
are going
got two versions.
Yeah, you got two versions of the same movie, so you know. And like I said, I'm a sucker for stuff like that. I've bought the Michael Keaton Batman DVD so many times because they would re-release it in a different packaging with some more bonus stuff. I'm like, oh, gotta have it.
Well, you know, the first one I really remember was Godfather.
Oh yeah,
They did a director's edition of it. And that's the first one I think I remember seeing.
I might be one of the few people that actually have watched the version of the film with the director's commentation. I remember, was it Freddy versus Jason? It was one of the Freddy movies that I watched, the DVD, and it's basically just the director or the director and someone else that worked on the film sitting there talking through the whole movie.
I've done
making
it
comments on it.
I've done it on some. Not a lot of them, but if it's a movie I've seen a bunch of times and I know it really well,
Oh yeah.
I might click over with the director's commentary just to change things up a little bit.
I'm on Den of Geek right now. I'm not really seeing anything that jumps out at me headline wise.
I don't think there's a whole lot right now.
Ooh, horror movies.
Ooh, candy.
Piece of candy. Is that all you had pulled up?
Yeah, well, like I said, I didn't really have anything pulled up. I was just kind of shooting from the hip.
Why don't we take a break and do some of that? Where are we at right now? Are we in 30 minutes yet?
Oh, we're at 40 minutes.
Oh, nice. We're doing a really good job at not getting much accomplished.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll take a quick break and we'll be back here shortly. And we're back.
It says here that people who wore powdered wigs were among the elites in society. The first wigs were made from goat or horse hair, and because they were never properly washed, they smelled quite terrible and tended to attract lice. To combat the unfortunate odor and unwanted parasites, the wig wearer would, quote-unquote, powder their wig. So the powder on the powdered wig was, I guess, Seven Dust or whatever. Like, why would you put that on your freaking head? That sounds more like that would be a punishment. It's like, oh, you stole some bread from the market, make him wear a powdered wig for a week.
Yeah.
He'll learn his lesson.
Just running through some of the news.
Go back to what you were saying about Picard.
Well, I can't pull it up. I've already.
Well, you said
skipped.
they had to rewrite season 2, which I heard was good, by the way. I don't think I've watched season 2.
I thought we watched season 2.
I can't remember where I stopped, but I there's more of it to watch than I've seen. But what I'm saying is what I haven't seen, I've heard is really good, and what I have seen was really good.
After they had everything wrote for it, Paramount came back in and told them they needed to rewrite it because it was too Star Trek-y.
That's like Disney telling the Mandalorian people, this show's a little bit too Star Warsy for us. Like, what do you think you were getting?
That's funny.
Do you remember that show, The Sarah Connor Chronicles?
Yes, I love it.
It was actually a really good show. It had the Cersei was Sarah Connor. What's her name?
I can't think of her name right now, but it had Summer Glow as Terminator.
That's right. Was she in Firefly? No.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, that was River.
Anyway, that's like if they told the people that show is a little too Terminator for them. It's like it's a Terminator show. What did you think What did you think it was going to be?
That is funny.
It's like this Justice League movie is just a little too superhero-y for our taste.
Well, you brought up Star Wars. Of course, you're just making a point, but there's a new Star Wars show coming out called Skeleton Crew.
Oh yeah, I heard about that on Kevin Smith's podcast. They were talking about that. And to answer your question, which I said off air, you can rent Iron Claw right now.
Can you?
You just you have to pay extra. You know how they do? They'll release a streaming movie early.
Yeah.
And they'll just charge you more at first, and then it'll go down to like regular price. So if you pay $20 right now, you can watch it at home.
Have you seen the new trailer for the new Godzilla?
-1?
No, him and King Kong.
Yeah, what was that?
Are fighting the.
I saw like a snippet of it was like an advertisement, and it was showing Godzilla and King Kong fighting. And I was like, what movie is this?
It's the
I'm aware of the Godzilla -1 movie.
New Empire or.
Like, who released it? Like,
not sure, but one of the things I thought was funny, it shows King Kong putting on Thanos' glove.
What? Is this like a fan thing?
No, it's a real movie. I don't think it's Thanos' gloves, but it looks like it. I mean, it's just a mechanical glove. But it's they're battling Scar King.
Is Kong with a K?
Yes.
Godzilla X Kong, the New Empire.
New Empire, yeah.
Godzilla X Kong, not V Kong.
Well,
so they're teaming up.
To fight this new empire of other Kongs.
Well, it's a good time to be a fan of Godzilla because that
Man,
Monarch
we
show,
went on a dry spell with Godzilla and King Kong.
and there's still that main Godzilla franchise. Well, I say main.
You talking about the one in Japan?
Well, the one that Monarch is like a spinoff of.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what was the last one? 'Cause the one that had Mothra and
The King of Monsters. I think that was the name of it.
I think it was 2013. That King Kong and that Godzilla franchise. I think like America has their own thing going on with Godzilla, and then over in Japan they've got their own thing going on. And it's kind of confusing, but I mean, I heard that -1 is really good. I'm waiting for it to be on streaming.
Everybody's been talking about it.
Let's see when that hits the small screen. Oh, Godzilla -1 2023 film. It says it was released December the 1st. Doesn't have any. Google doesn't show. Used to, you could be really vague with Google, and they would be like, "Oh, I know what you're trying to say."
Yeah. So much for that AI. Now it's
Says Godzilla -1 is currently on no streaming service. Its historic theatrical run ended a month ago, so you're gonna have to wait until the Oscars. What? You have to wait till after the Oscars on Sunday to watch the film if you haven't seen it. I don't know what that means.
when was that posted?
Oh, 2 days ago.
Okay. Oh, there was something else on here I was just looking at.
We don't talk about wrestling much on here anymore, but I still haven't gone back and watched Sting's retirement match, but I saw some highlights that were pretty cool. There were some dudes that came out with him, and I think they were, or at least one of them was his son, and they were dressed like different eras of Sting. Like one of them had the flat top with the neon paint and everything, and then one of them was like the NWO Sting, and then like the current one obviously was the real Sting, and I think he even came out of the rafters like he used to.
I think Clint was saying something about that.
Well, I say his last match for AEW. Who knows if he'll come back to WWE and finish up.
Yeah. One of our favorite shows, Peacemaker, Season 2 will start filming this summer.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Which means it's going to be...
Well, James Gunn, isn't it James Gunn that does that?
Yeah.
I think he's the one doing the new Superman movie right now.
Yeah, it is James Gunn. He's the one that just... He's the one that put that out. The official teaser is out now.
They have already announced who the new Superman's going to be. His name is David Cornsweet.
Yeah, Corn Sweat.
Try to see what he's been in that people might recognize him.
Well, when they first announced it, I want to say we went on a dive.
I could see him as
on
Superman.
him.
Like he's got the, once they get the little curl going in the front there.
Yeah.
Had to darken his hair a little. Wait a minute, his eyes aren't blue. Isn't Superman's eyes blue? I can fix that. Oh yeah, they are. Never mind.
Yeah, that's something I can fix in post.
Yeah. So what color do you want his eyes to be? Oh, we'll figure it out later. Just shoot the movie, then we'll put the clothes on them. Like they were saying in the last Avengers movie, Robert Downey Jr. was not wearing any Iron Man gear at all. They just put the little dots on him and just did it in post.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense. A lot of the stuff, the movement and stuff, would be kind of hard to do in a suit.
It says Superman Legacy is set to come out July 11th, 2025. What do we know about Corn Sweat? I hope I'm saying that wrong.
I think that's how it's spelled.
It's spelled Corenswet. Corenswet. I wonder who's going to be. What's
Lois
the
Lane?
Yeah, and what's Superman's dad's name?
Kal.
Yeah, is it Kal-El?
Kal-El, yeah.
Because Superman's Jor-El. No, his dad's name's Jor-El because he said son of Neil before me, son of Jor-El.
Yeah.
So who's Kal-El?
That'd be
I thought that was
Clark.
the bad guy.
I don't know. I don't know a whole lot about Superman.
We suck at Supermaning.
We're not very good at super names, so
Okay, here we go. He's 6'4". He played in House of Cards. Oh, he was in Pearl. We saw that, or I saw that.
I've seen it, yeah.
He was in The Politician. I don't remember what he played in Pearl. Let me go back and look at his picture again.
He was the husband, wasn't he?
The old man? Because Pearl was the prequel to X.
To X.
Oh, it may have been the young version. Yeah. Yeah, maybe so. Because they did flashbacks and stuff. Well, the whole movie was a flashback, really. Yeah, I bet that was the husband.
We talked during the break about Grant Gustin reprising his role as Flash. And they didn't really say because it's not been 100% confirmed, but it is.
It's nothing official. They just said they would be open to it.
Yeah,
right?
he would be open to it in the future.
Not the actor, but both the actor and the.
James Gunn, was that who that was?
He's the one doing DC right now. Looks like he's kind of the DC guy. He's kind of jumped in where Zack Snyder was. I almost said Snack Snyder.
No.
Jack the Snack.
It's funny because one of the comments underneath the YouTube trailer said, "Finally, the Flash we've all wanted."
Yeah.
So,
how much better? And when I say better, I thought the movie was good.
I thought it was good.
But how much better would it have been? And I know it would have been very costly, but would it have been worth it financially if they had just completely started back over with Grant as the Flash? Because a lot of people didn't get into that movie just because they didn't want to mess with
Continuity. Yeah,
they didn't want to mess with what's her name? How we were just talking about him.
Ezra Miller.
Yeah, nobody wanted to mess with them. They're like, I don't even want to support it because, whatever. But
I think if they'd have redone it, it would not have lost $200 million.
Yeah.
But like you said, I watched it and I thought it was.
Well, I was just there for the Michael Keaton of it all, and I still think that was to me, you could do a cut of that movie that was just a Batman movie.
Yeah.
That was like 45 minutes or whatever long, and I'd have been there for it. And which we would have gotten if that movie had made money. They had already planned on doing a what's it called? Batman Beyond, with Keaton as an older Batman mentor. Mentoring a young what's that guy's name? That's the Batman Beyond character. I've got his first appearance. He's a Terry Guinness.
Terry.
He's a whole different character. Now I read in one of the Batman Beyond comics that Damian Wayne went on to replace Ra's al Ghul. I guess he broke bad, or maybe he was a good version of the guy. I don't know.
I think
he's always been kind of
good, but he wasn't bad.
He's always been pretty rogue. Batman keeps him in check.
Does his best to keep him in check.
Yeah, he sent him off to the Teen Titans to help.
Yep.
Straighten him up too, because he's being a pain in the ass. Kids, huh? What are you gonna do?
That was some of my favorite Teen Titan episodes.
When does Deadpool 3 come out?
June or July.
This year?
Yes.
Oh, that's right. That's the only Marvel movie that's coming out this year.
Yeah, it is.
There's a good trailer.
Which one? All of them have been great.
The one that aired during the Super Bowl. It was the first actual trailer. Everything else was just kind of a teaser situation.
I think I've seen it. I really don't know. I didn't watch the Super Bowl.
I watched At It.
I think we was playing D&D that night.
Probably.
There's
Oh yeah, that's right. Because the next night we played D&D again, and Clint was like, "Thank God the Super Bowl's only once a year."
Yeah. There's a new horror movie that just come out in theaters called Imaginary.
Oh yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. I
About
saw
the teddy
that.
bear.
Yeah, it looks pretty freaky.
One of my friends went and watched it, and she said that made her go through and take all the teddy bears out of her house.
What a good concept, because what kid doesn't have an imaginary friend?
Or a stuffed teddy bear in their room.
Yeah.
But they said it wasn't really just like super scary. It was more psychological scary.
Yeah, sometimes that's better.
Oh yeah.
Psychological thriller.
So I'm definitely, whenever it comes out on streaming, I'll be watching it.
When do you think you might be able to get this edited and out to the universe? I don't even have intro and outro music for you.
I've got it. I've got everything on here. It
It's on our Google Drive too.
Well, yeah, but it might be the old ones. But
there's a directory under our Google Drive just called Podcast Files.
okay.
And you
I
can
hope to have
find
it
them there.
edited tomorrow. Well, we're playing tomorrow, so maybe Tuesday.
You've confirmed we're playing tomorrow?
No, but I mean Clint's been
Yeah,
on Discord all week.
Yeah, I'm assuming we are. So it'll be Clint's campaign, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure we're playing.
He's already pre-ordered the stuff for us to do the new Strahd campaign.
Nice.
Not Strahd, Vecna. Excuse me.
Vecna, yeah.
Which is unrelated, well, related in name only to the Stranger Things. Did you say that? You were talking about Stranger Things 5. Was that on air?
Yeah. It's got 9 more months of principal filming before they'll be done with it.
I wonder if they're going to do the thing where, like, since it's the last one, it'll be a little longer, like some shows
I don't
do.
know, but they keep saying there's one character who's coming back. That's been like the big tagline of this year.
Coming back from, could have been 1, 2,
Doesn't
3, or
say.
4.
Does not say.
Who all have we lost?
Eddie.
Yeah, the mullet guy from season 3. The guy that hooked up with his friend's mom.
Yep. That's why we lost a lot of people in season 1.
Yeah. We temporarily lost Hopper, but we knew he was coming back, or figured.
But but whoever's coming back is going to be playing a pivotal role. So, and the little girl, she's like in the hospital in a coma right now. Redhead girl.
Oh, speaking of Stranger Things, is it a TV show or a movie on Netflix now? Anthony was talking about it, and somebody else had said it was good. It had Millie Bobby Brown in it.
Damsel.
Damsel, yeah. Is that a show or a movie? What is that?
It's a movie.
I heard it's good.
Yeah, Anthony said it was good, and Abby said it was good.
Let me verify that. Yeah, you're right. It's a movie.
So I might have to check. I think it's almost a fairy tale-ish,
Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
but I don't really know. I don't know a whole lot about it.
The reason I got excited about watching Rebel Moon is because Zack Snyder describes it as a live-action version of the movie Heavy Metal. And I was such a big fan of that.
Sort of. It's good. It was meant to be, it was wrote to be Star Wars. But Star Wars they didn't want it. So he was like,
I'm Zack Snyder, so I'm just going to do it anyway.
Do it myself.
It definitely sounds like a Star Wars title.
Yeah. Well, like I said, it started out it was written for a Star Wars movie. And but they just didn't want it. I think we talked about it in a couple episodes
We did,
back.
and part 2's about to come out, I think.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the summer, he's releasing the R-rated version of part 1, which he says is a very different take on the part 1.
I'm going to have to go back and watch it. I mean, I watched it, but I don't remember. I've watched so much stuff between now and then. I don't remember really what it was about. But
I wish they'd have
I
talked
do
about.
remember it being good.
I wish they'd have talked about the Snyder Cut more. I mean, they mentioned it, but Joe was a really big fan of 300 and The Watchmen. It was
Who's
like
not?
two of his favorite movies. So they spent a lot of time just talking about them two. And of course, he's promoting Rebel Moon, so they talked quite a bit about that. It made me want to watch it. Like I said, one of my favorite movies as a kid was that Heavy Metal. The second one sucked. I wish they'd have made some more of those.
Well, they tried to. Remember, they come out with part 2, but
It sucked.
it was bad.
Heavy Metal 2000, I think it was called.
I thought Heavy Metal 2000 was just a rewrite of the original Heavy Metal.
I don't think so. That's the only two that there are.
But I know that first one, man, the soundtrack alone, it was just
Killer.
awesome.
It reminded me of that Eon Flux show. You remember that?
Aeon Flux, yeah.
What did that come on, MTV or something? Liquid Television?
Liquid Television. That and there was 3 other ones that come on with it, and they made a movie with Charlize Theron from
That's right.
Aeon Flux.
I don't think I saw that.
It was all right. It really should have been a part 2 to explain some more stuff, but I don't think it went over very well.
I never saw it. I'd forgotten until you just said that.
Well, every time I hear Aeon Flux, that's instantly who I think of is Charlize Theron.
Just seeing her in a scantily leather outfit dancing around the screen would be entertaining enough for most people.
Yes.
Wouldn't be hard to watch.
And there was a movie before that. I think it was on Liquid TV, but you remember that movie Ultraviolet?
No.
And I want to say it was Mila Jovovich, but it was really good. But I'm trying to remember if that was on Liquid Television too or not. See, now I want to go back and find all those Liquid Television episodes, and
They were
watch
pretty
all of
short,
them.
I think, if I remember
Yeah.
correctly. They weren't very long. They were cool, though.
The intro to them was really cool, especially that Aeon Flux.
Where she catches the fly with her eyelashes.
Yep.
I tried to do that one time.
How'd that come out?
I got pink eye.
That'll happen.
All right, I got to stretch my legs. Let's wrap this up.
Alrighty.
Y'all come see us at Tupelo Con next weekend or this weekend.
This weekend.
Right now, it's technically next weekend, but for time travel reasons, it'll be this weekend.
Well, we'll let you know
The
on
15th, right? Is that the date?
15th and 16th,
I think so, yeah.
Saturday and Sunday.
I don't know where we'll be. But they said they're out of tables, so we got to bring our own table. I was like, well, that's fine. We got our own tables and chairs.
Yeah.
But that might be a good sign that there's going to be a lot of stuff there if they're running out of things and spaces.
Original Flash is going to be there.
Yeah.
He's kind of like the headliner, so we'll just have to wait and see how everything goes.
Yep. We'll at least have probably a 2-parter, maybe 3-parter.
If everything goes right, yeah. So the next time y'all hear us,
We'll be at Tupelo
we'll be
Con.
at Tupelo Con.
That's right.
Here.
Oh, yeah, we're in different seats now, too. So
Yeah, everything is kind of,
Is that the right bell?
I don't know.
I think I threw away the bad one.
I've got 2 more bells at the house.
This is our third one, isn't it?
Yeah. First one
Mark
got
3.
lost. Second one got broke.
We don't know what happened to it, but
The third one, I don't even know where it's at.
thing I like about real pop culture is they use practical effects. They don't dub in digital bells.
Well, we tried to that one time, and we tried to use that bell on my phone one time.
Yeah.
It didn't work out all that well.
You said this is 120, no,
202.
202. Thanks for listening to Real Pop Culture episode 202. We've been broadcasting live from High Top, the first and only floor of the Killj headquarters at the Killj Ranch. Love you, bye.
Love you, mean it. And that rang pretty good for the first time.
It's still going.
Yeah, the last
A plume
one.
of dust came off of it.
The last one you had to hit numerous times.